Hi everyone! I just wanted to touch base with you about where our class is going from here. As I hope you are all aware now, you've been checking your MPC email. The college campuses and locations are all closed for the foreseeable future, and this really honestly doesn't impact our class too much because our class was already online. However, given the extreme of this circumstance, the pandemic that we're currently in, I think it's important that we make some adjustments to our class because our situations probably aren't like what they were when we started the semester. I know that some of you may have kids at home who are also trying to go to school, so they may be using your computer more, they may be requiring more of your attention. Also, even if you don't have kids, you may be working more, or you may have been temporarily laid off. You might be caring for a sick loved one. You might also be sick yourself. So I think it's unrealistic to expect that our class will just continue absolutely as normal. I wanted to talk a little bit about what it will look like. So we're going to scroll down here to week 12. Really, the biggest things that I've changed in the class are that we will no longer have weekly discussion posts that are required. The discussion posts from now on will be optional. The discussions will help you understand and engage with the course materials and concepts. However, given all of these different constraints we're dealing with and limited technologies we may have access to, I don't think it's correct for us to continue requiring discussion posts. So from here on out, initial and secondary discussion posts are optional. I strongly encourage you to do them if you can, but if you cannot, that's also okay. You'll see we'll still have our weekly to-do lists. I've tried to keep the assignments sort of similar to what we were working on before. You should proceed with your topic that you were discussing before all of this happened. You've already started researching this. You've already invested a bunch of time. You have a lot of resources already on the ground for this. So I think that it would be in your best interest to stick with the topic that you've got, the one that you wrote writing project 2 about, the problem that you see in your community and the potential solution. So you'll see generally each week I've tried to kind of streamline things. I've taken out some assignments that I didn't think, not that I didn't think that they were relevant, but I thought people may need a little bit of extra time. The weekly discussions are now optional. But other than that, you'll kind of see our class is going to continue a little bit like we had planned. There's nothing too jarring in here. We aren't changing directions completely. Because the class was already online, I assume that most of you have consistent access to a computer and the internet. If this is not the case, please let me know as soon as possible. I believe that you'll still be able to complete weekly assignments. Again, if this is not the case, please let me know as soon as possible. But we're just going to be working on our research paper for the rest of the term, basically. You'll have a reflective letter in the last 2 weeks of class where we do a little bit of reflection about our writing and our writing process and what we've learned. But other than that, I've tried to streamline things. I've tried to make things a little bit more accessible and tried to minimize some of the additional work that may be an impediment during these challenging times. I know that there is a lot of things happening, and as this situation is so rapidly changing, communication with the college is also rapidly coming through, so I encourage you to check your email regularly and ensure you have the most up-to-date information. I will be communicating with you on a regular basis. I have my contact information. I will put the updated contact information right here as soon as I'm done recording this video, so you'll be able to contact me in a variety of formats. But please know that I'm here for you during this time. I too am I'm very anxious. I have a lot of uncertainties and fears about this situation, and we're all in this together. I want to make this experience the best I can for you, even though this is the middle of a pandemic. So if there's anything that I can do to help you out, or questions or resources, anything like that, please let me know. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And take care of yourselves.